I'll let you know. Just went offline. It's back on.
Is it like
If
updated?
it comes down to a late,
Oh, it looks updated.
It's
if it comes down to a late
at
team fight,
59.
It is stuck at
Oh,
59 now?
It's working, it's working, it's working, it's working.
Oh,
like when
okay.
it comes to a late game team fight, I'd rather be on MBB's side with the Or and the Nautilus. I mean, I'd rather have Zaya than Jin, but like Oriana working in that comp. Basically, they should be able to kill Zaya fairly easily and then work through the rest of the team.
That throws a wrench in that plan. He can just go into the back line and stop the damage from coming out.
yeah, grabs the Sejuani and dunks or Ornn and dunks them back.
Rakan helps out Zaya with the peeling. So if Sejuani gets pumped back, Nautilus is just dealt with by Rakan. At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's like right or not.
Yeah, but then what? You have Ornhorn come in. They've got Ornhorn, Knothook, and Sejul. Rakan can't deal with both of them. Zaya can dodge one of them, but if they layer that correctly with Oriana ult, they should be able to find a way to get it. They have so many tools.
Just Shen ulti, and I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Wait, how did Oriana get through?
They banned 5 junglers in the first 7 bans. 6 if you would count Morgana as a jungler.
Ideally, where do you want to use Shen in these fights? Do you want to use it in the set to get him deep in the back, or use it to protect?
You split push, set alt the set, you have double divers, then backline, lockdown Jin and Oriana, I think. Let the Zaya take care of herself. Because if you just kill the Oriana and the Jin, you don't have that much damage coming out. I don't know. Milwaukee Bucks has been practicing this this type of comp for a long time. They like their front to back comp. Very good at pulling it off as well.
Let's talk about the fact that Shuai isn't in the series. Yeah, okay, hold on. Jeez. Okay, let's talk about the fact that Shuai isn't in the series. How do you think it'll affect them going through the series?
Wait, what happened to Sly?
His computer's busted. He's gone.
Like,
Can't play.
oh shoot.
That's unfortunate.
I think it's going to be a little difficult to sync up with a sub. But they do have him on pretty much an engager that can just AFK whole top lane.
Well, I think Riot OG Riga is the sole reason that Gangplank, I think, has an undefeated record in BTL history. I think that was the only Gangplank game and Gangplank win. So he's got some pedigree.
I mean,
but also he brings in a captain to MBB side to match up the 2 captains on XO.
Still, they're at a captain disadvantage, but you don't really necessarily want 2 captains at once, you know?
I mean, if MBB really favors front to back fighting, then I think even if there's like a little bit of miscommunication, like it's a little bit easier to slot in like a tank engage than something else, I feel like. So I don't think it's going to harm them as much as if they were missing like their jungler or something like that.
I don't think I have an overlay for this game, so. Oh well. No overlay for this game. Kind of fucked it up on stream, but whatever. So one thing I want to talk about is their bot lane. So Nick Mead and Elena are the number 1 and number 1 ADC and support respectively on our all BTL teams. So people hold them in high regard. However, I think the Slippers Noe lane is actually pretty underrated, and I actually voted for Slippers as 3rd on my MVP ballot as well. Or not MVP, but all BTL like ADC teams. So I think they're pretty underrated. How do you think this bot lane will stack up against each other?
I think it's going to be pretty fun to watch. They're both very skilled players. I know I subbed for Team EXO once, and Noe and Slippers have pretty good synergy. I've also subbed on Milwaukee Bucks as well, and Nick Mead and Elena have crazy good synergy. I'd say Nick Mead and Elena work a lot better than Noe and Slippers at the times that I subbed them. So I'm expecting it to go towards the side of Nautilus, but could be pleasantly surprised.
I really enjoy Noe. I think Noe plays really well. But I'm used to seeing Noe on hook champions. It's kind of the thing, right? I would probably usually prefer
They
Noe on.
played this before in one of their wins, I believe.
I might have not watched that one. So like I'm maybe underestimating.
No, the proper question is, where are you playing Digimon?
I think that time I was probably playing Persona.
Or Sleepy?
Sometimes I've been sleeping.
Alright.
Taking a lot of damage here.
Yep.
Those Orion auto attacks really stack up against you.
Hook from Elena.
4-shot?
Wait, no, he started Q? Interesting.
I think they didn't think they were gonna get the engage.
Shen versus Orntop is just a giant wet noodle fight. It's
Slap.
if you're a skilled Shen player, it's pretty easy for you. It's just whenever you have your Brittle stacked up, you press W.
Ooh, Elena blows the flash off of Slippers there.
So I don't know if the flash is really necessary. The point of the recon is that you just, if your AD carry gets PC, you just go back on their AD carry and then either AD carry does damage. There's
Ooh, nice root.
That's a flash.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Yeah, you're
I
very
zoomed in on that.
Well, there's a first blood.
And second.
And a snipe. Oh my goodness.
Good job.
Just
on
the
snipe.
tip, man. He gave him just the tip.
Medio, it's a really. I'm very curious of where he ends up. We got the
Well,
other
guys, it's 11 o'clock. My bed. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night.
Zane.
Good night, Zane.
Captain OG.
Captain OG is a sub. Schwai's computer exploded or went down to a toaster. There's the method gauge. Javier's greedy for this kill onto Sejuani, but goes down, doesn't go in response. Say a wired. If you want to gift a computer to Schwai right now so we can play, that'd be great. Definitely looking for those charity events. TP coming out for Javier here. Doesn't want to miss all this EXP. That's all big fat wave you got there. Yeah, Doug, now we don't have overlays, but this is team executive order on team red. And on blue side, we have Milwaukee Bucks baby.
Yeah, I like how Mayo just explained nothing there.
Does Mayo explain anything?
It's pretty decent in Twitch chat. Ugh. He really wanted those grenades to bounce a little bit better there.
There's the W onto the brittle stacks. It does still get pulled off though. Captain OG chunking him out.
has to play patient. The Ornn just has to play so slow.
Yeah, you really need to W the brittle trade a little bit, and then yeah. Oh, there's the Sejuani coming down to bot lane. There's a nice root coming out. Oh, there's a nice counter engage, but Captain Slippers does go down. No, he looks like he might go down as well. Blows his flash. Very nice gank from C9 Meteos. Knows that the bot lane doesn't have flash.
I really like this very traditional sort of ganking style from Milwaukee Bucks. It's very controlled and it's very methodical. It's not, and like, because it's not volatile, it's repeatable.
King's Flamebang on set here is actually farming up a storm. Actually camping a half ahead and looking to invade. There's the Shen on Captain Javier. Wants him to go in. I don't think this was well communicated. Captain Javier wasn't low and didn't really need that, but it looks like they're using this to get up for Dragon. C9 Meteos a full level down. Oh, see, the nice dodge from King's Flamebang. Oh, you have a Sargenta tries to ult. Oh, there's the Sejuani stolen ult from the Silas. Sejuani might go down from here. She Q's out. Oh, set ultimate here. Popanda has to flash out. Popanda gets hooked back in. She is next. Picks up the kill for Nick Mead.
What a good return.
That was almost disastrous for Team Milwaukee Bucks, baby. But they really turned it around. C9 Meteos got out with a sliver of health.
So, are we not going to mention that Nick Mead is 4-0 at 6 minutes and 30 seconds?
Oh, we missed the first 3 kills because of the speed up on Discord.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a BF sword and finished boots on Zaya's 2 long swords. It's a pretty feels bad moment. Very 80 carry in that lane. At that point, you just know you can't trade, especially with Jin's fourth shot. Take a lot more damage.
Oh, I love it. I love when you're able to get boots and a BF sword. You feel like just so strong and so fast, and you're able to take such easy trades. Because after you do that fourth shot, you can easily reset without the opposing ADC to be able to catch up. This Nick Mead's like so ridiculously strong.
Captain Slippers is still keeping up with CS though, which is something that will help him bring it back into the game. That's still power farming over here. There's a pretty sizable CS lead. This is pretty much 3 camps worth. Each jungle camp is worth 4 CS. In case any jungle aspirants there want to start tracking, so you can know what camps they did or if they did any camps while invading. Scuttle is also worth 4 CS. Wards are worth 1. Popanda playing a little bit scared here, but is still out farming this Ornn. Looks like Milwaukee Bucks picks up Infernal Dragon. Nice rotation from Sejuani. Runs over a couple wards, tries to clear them out. Doesn't look like Executive Order really used this knowledge to their advantage. They did have the Scuttle there. Ooh, Ornn tries to go in on the Shen. Shen doing the good thing. There's the W. There's the E out. Oh, sorry, I missed the W. Probably got a brittle off then. Oh, there's a re-engage from Ornn. Nice grass procs coming out. But since Executive Order did seem Team Milwaukee Bucks to be on the Dragon, I want more pressure on the map. You should be shoving out your ways if you're not contesting it. Gank from King Swangbang there. There's the stun. There's the taunt. Oh, he tries to E out, but King Swangbang picks up the kill on OG.
King Swangbang wisely keeping his R intact, so that way if anything comes up, he can just R him out. So he's still really strong. Along as well as Shen still has ult in case anything happens.
Oh, there's the TP coming out from Ornn up to the top side. Trying to
Wonderful
pick up. Oh, there's the engage on the Captain Slippers. Ignite takes him down. No, he has to taunt. Oh, initiation back onto mid. Pulls in Arvis Sargenta, but doesn't get anything done. Oh, King Swimming goes back in for the W, but C9 Media here to meet the counter gank.
Big shoutouts to Elena there. They did a pixel perfect hook because it was right behind the minions. Like literally skirting on it, which is really nice, not to get baited into herself, and also getting the kill.
Oh, they see Noe alone. C9 Meteos and Elena have a stun lock coming up. Noe has to E out, gets there, meets up King Swimbang, Captain Slippers. There's a Shen ultimate. Captain Slippers picks onto Meteos. Elena's in a really bad spot on her Chias next. There's the Orianna ultimate. King Swimbang pulls off the shield. Oh, takes a bunch of damage. King Swimbang running out with a sliver of health. Nick B tries to run for his life. Hope Panda's there. Hope Panda wants to catch up, but he's slowed by the Orianna ultimate. Nick Me tries to W. Looks like they're going to walk away with Executive Order, pick up a couple kills there.
King Swingbang really doing some pretty decent work and survives there, which is kind of surprising to me. But he is farming up in the jungle pretty well.
Nick Mead hiding in a bush, waiting for Captain Slippers to watch up. Here's the duel between the 280 carries. Captain Slippers looks like he's losing to this item advantage. Jin walks over trap, gets slowed down. There's the first shot. Nick Mead has to reload, gets him with the reload shot.
And that's a solo kill.
Shout out to Alina for trying to kill steal that.
Captain Javier wants to go in, notices that Orion is low on mana. C9 Meteos comes out from behind. Captain Javier wasn't really expecting this. He gets low. There's the W, doesn't heal enough.
Elena was already there in case that missed as well. So now they're setting up for Rift.
You can see Poe Panda here. He's looking for how to trade effectively. Has to eat before the bird gets procced. Looks like Elena rotated up, actually, not just for the gank mid, but for the Rift Herald as well.
Teams have been really prioritizing these Rifts by rotating their bot to mid lane or just putting them full on the Rift, which I think is shown to be dummy effective, honestly.
Yeah, sorry, go
on. No, go on.
Yeah, so it's a real big power play here. You don't see this a lot at a lot of kind of like at the silver level because they're not planning anything to use with the Rift. But a lot of these teams in BTL have just learned, especially from other BTL teams, you can plan a lot of macro play around Rift. You can plan dragons. You can start taking first tower gold. There's a lot of things that you can do with Rift, and it's so valuable.
And as we've seen at least 2 or 3 times in this league, we've watched Rift be underestimated. That led to a detriment of the other team, EXO being one of those people.
I still actually get tilted because I remember a ranked game where I was a support Senna and we had a free Rift. We had 4 people around Rift, but nobody wanted to take it because it was past 15 minutes and Rift is useless past 15 minutes according to my team. That was a fun match. Ooh, the nice hook from Elena onto Noe Lopez, but here's King Swimbang with the counter gank. Noe Lopez goes back in. Doesn't get the root off onto Nick Mead. There's the ultimate onto him. Oh, they're trying to focus everything to shut him down. King Swimbang gets the kill off onto him. Noe Lopez does fall down here to Meteos, but Captain Slippers is picking up all these kills. Ooh, that's a very nice comeback for Team EXO. Oh, Orianna's there, trying to get the ultimate off, but I don't think he can take this 1v3. Tries to get the boss cone off, gets out, but Set tries to run him down. There's the Q activation. Exhaust coming up for Orianna. Tries to auto attack him to death. Oh, Orianna, I don't know. Oh, there's the W. Oh, Javier misses. Javi! Oh, but he flashes forward. There's the chains. Oh, Captain Javier stuck in the slow. Oh, Amsterdam's doing a great job kiting this out, getting his Qs, getting his Ws to slow and speed him up. Oh, looks like they're just gonna have to settle for tower here. Oh, Captain Javier actually goes in. Jin ults in, but I don't think anyone's really low enough to take advantage of this ult. Oh, but Ornn looks like he's going to take top tower in response as well.
There's only a 2k difference now between the teams.
Yeah, I think they might be trying to set up. They have 5 people here. Team Executive Order can try to force this dragon, but it looks like they do want to go back and use the money that they just got. It is wind drag, but it is second drag. My personal opinion is I hate giving up the second dragon. I feel like the second dragon is so much pressure because if you get to third, you're at goal point, and then you need to stop every dragon after that.
I don't really get why they gave it up. They should have probably just done it. They have 5. Were they anticipating Born teleport? But at that point, it doesn't really matter because they also have Rift here.
Again,
I think the fear was that Set didn't have his smite ready because it's definitely not ready right now.
Kingston Bane does get caught out alone there. There's the trying to come in as he's running back into the lane. They're trying to look for the second tower here. I'm not sure how hard they'll commit. It looks like they're just going to get it low and back off. You know, something I do want to see Executive Order do is if they're going to start giving up objectives, I think they need to make something happen on the map. They need to start making trades. They were kind of just farming their jungle, which you can do really at any point. But if the other team is all focused on one objective, the rest of the map is open. You can start pushing out top, you can start pushing out bot, start taking their jungle camps. You know where they are, but you can't just let them have stuff for free.
So we're 17 minutes into the game, or 16 minutes into the game now. At what point does the MBB like watch party start where we try and figure out how they're gonna throw 40 minutes in?
Holy shit.
Because that's, I mean, that is genuinely like, what are we looking for in terms of them throwing? Because that's something that every team should be looking at. They're really strong early game, and then unfortunately they fall behind.
I don't know if it's really going to be them throwing. I think Exo's comp is just very good into MBBs. I think you missed the draft phase, but basically a set ultimate with a Shen ultimate on him, pulling Born into their 2 carries, might just end the game for them. Like if you just isolate and CC their 2 carries, they have no damage, and then you can just clean up after that. Avatar Genta is actually pretty far ahead. He feels confident enough. Oh, there's the gank out to Captain Javier. Tries to E onto a creep wave. There's the Shen ultimate coming out. Picks up the kill here. Captain Javier a little bit isolated from the rest of his team. Did have Horse to kind of look it out, but
Oh shit, is that Colin?
It is Colin.
I don't know.
What's going on?
Dude, this dude's talking mad shit. What the fuck?
By the way, I don't know who Invasive is, but this guy don't know shit. Here you go.
oh, this initiation onto their Avatar Genta barely running out.
This is a positive atmosphere.
Oh no, Lopez has to get out. King's Swim Bang pulls off some nice damage onto Nick Me. It looks like they have a good front to back. Here's Captain OG getting off the nice ult onto the Xayah. Xayah has to run away. Captain OG running her down. Captain Javier actually takes the ult out, tries to get back in. It just has the tanks up at this point. There's a Jhin ultimate from afar. Captain Javier is getting low. Jhin ultimate misses, but Captain OG is there to pick it up. Oh, Panda tries to go back on the Nick Me, but able to get out of there. That was a very clean front to back.
That Shen play was actually really nice.
Yeah, all right.
It
So
didn't work out, but that was a really nice play by Shen.
So I hate to distract from this, but this random guy in chat that's saying Houston sucks. Number 1, you suck. Number 2, this is going to be a positive atmosphere, and the most positive thing I can say to you right now is that you are objectively wrong, and everything you've ever said is objectively wrong. So have fun with that. Goodbye.
Can we add that to chat rules? Don't make fun of the country of Texas.
So make fun of the country of Texas or James Harden's haircut.
The greatest country on goddamn earth, by the way.
Or James Harden's haircut.
Wait, hold on. Did we get a Banny boy?
By the way, most of us have already disowned the Astros, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, not worried about that. Have you are you taking any solace in the fact that the Clippers threw way harder?
No, I don't give a shit about the Clippers, so I don't really care what they do. I don't
Team
concern
Executive Order-
myself with the weak-minded, like this random guy in chat.
Oh, Team Executive Order going for a bold play here, setting up a push. C9 Medios does see them though, goes back in, doesn't know how many people are there. There's the stolen Sejuani ultimate. Oh, there's a nice Ornn ultimate. They're getting flanked from two sides. Oh, Sejuani ultimate goes out. Oh, this isn't a front back they wanted, but that giant Orianna ultimate catching out the squishies, catching the flippers. Oh, taking a bunch of damage. Executive Order looks like they're pulling this out. They're not dying too much. Captain Slippers is still free hitting. Oh, but there's still 2-on-2 action here. There's an Orianna and an Ornn versus the Shen and a Captain Slippers. There's a Zai coming out. Astrogenta is a little bit squishy, but Ornn is just so much tankier than Poe Panda. Poe Panda's looking for the taunt. There's the taunt on Astrogenta.
Oh no.
Captain OG can't tank two people here. There's the nice knock up to try to get out. There's a slow. Captain OG's trying to get out. Captain Slippers wants blood. Isn't able to take it. It looks like they might just take this dragon here. Don't let it reset. Nice dragon taken from Executive Order, stalling out the dragon's hole.
Really nice. Not having to focus on that dragon and actually pivoting to the only person that could do damage. Ornn picking up the Thornmail? Yeah, Sejuani picking up the Bramble Vest. Good stat.
I do like the Thornmail pickup here. You don't need your Abyssal Mask just yet. The only AP damage is Sylas and Shen. You're not worried about the Shen damage, so it's just Sylas, and the Sylas is so far behind that you just... If the Sylas is focusing you as Ornn, you're fine. You're fine with that.
How are you with the odd picks of the Sylas? Yes, Felician. That's essentially what happens. Jin is Garbo against tanky boys.
Yep, if TFT has taught me anything, Jin is terrible into Shen.
The most unsatisfying thing is when the fourth shot gets blocked.
Well, real question is, how do you feel? Like, there are so many questionable decisions here that I'm not sure how to contextualize. Like, I'll give you one of them. Oh, wait. We'll wait for this play first. Looks like they're gonna pick off the Shen on the top side. Oh.
Boom! Poe Panda gets a taunt out. Actually,
out. Oh, he ults to mid.
To mid. Oh, Nickme gets pulled back into the team. Nickme doesn't have his team there. Oh, but the
They're still chasing the
Can't they just collapse on him?
Oh, Shen doesn't fall down
Shen
there.
dies, but
Got first tower boy.
Yeah, EXO decides they want the tower more than to save their buddy.
yep.
I don't know.
Oh, Sejuani ult used. Whiffs. Captain OG taking a pretty risky path, but gets out. Okay, so one thing I'm thinking is, if you noticed, Orianna actually took Unsealed Spellbook, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think like in this comp, I mean just in general I think, but in this comp specifically, I think Phase Rush is just better. You can kind of run circles around like the Sylas, make sure you can dodge all the Sylas stuff, run circles around the set. So I'm surprised that he went Unsealed instead of Phase Rush.
Joe has been been in really good positions. Like in one of the fights, he was straight up in a bush.
Right,
I
but
don't know
Phase
if,
Rush, Phase Rush would help you dominate from those positions. Like you can use those positions and play really really aggressively, and I think have a lot more value out of Phase Rush in these team fights.
Joe also did go in early Morellos, I guess, for the Sylas, but I don't think it doesn't look like Sylas was max the W from the way that he was using them. There weren't the gigantic heals.
Yeah, I think this game is making my brain hurt.
EXO still needs to do a little bit of catching up here. They're still a little bit behind, but they've done well to recover from the start that they had. Yes. Comfort pick, probably.
He did pretty well at the beginning, and it just if they didn't let a couple team fights go bad, I mean, the Nick Mead would still be popping. He's still 7-3, but with a buffed up IE. I don't know. I really don't know who they're gonna pop because Slipper's so slippery.
Yeah, I mean Zaya's just good at dodging all the engage here, so it's going to be very hard for them to find a good pickoff onto Captain Slippers. Alt is on a fairly long cooldown. I think it's close to 2 minutes at level 2. Might get down to like 90 seconds at level 3. So you can't use it every team fight. I like. They're not building a BMR.
I like Death Cap for Ornn items.
I think it's Leandri's because you need to choose the front line somehow.
Oh no.
Orianna using the ultimate on just Noe. They know there's no Orianna ultimate out. That was the Silas ultimate there. There's a counter or Noe onto it. Captain Slippers actually uses his ult preemptively. There's the Shen ultimate trying to protect Captain Slippers. Oh, Popend is fucking plays Nick Mead. Oh, Captain OG trying to get out. King Swainbank is there to get the double stun onto Meteos and
No, he goes back in and.
No, he does die. Captain Slippers is getting low. Oh, I don't know if they have the damage for this. There's a 2 against 3 tank. Oh, nice W from King Swayman. Gets the flash out also. Captain Slippers on a giant killing spree. I think they should just stop getting greedy for this. Nope, there's the taunt out. They pick up the kill. Sorry, I was wrong. Oh, this is an excellent team fight from Executive Order. I would have just let the Orianna live and pick up Dragon there. But they want blood.
Noe did really well. Noe was able to get into the fight, ult, get out of the fight, and then towards the middle of that actually hit a Q and heal up someone that was low in the middle of the fight to keep that match going.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird fight. That's not what MBB really wants to be doing. You're not looking for picks, and you don't want to be using one of your more damaging ultimates on a support character. Like sure, if you kill Noe with your ultimate, you're down an Orianna ultimate for the rest of their team, and they're just down one of their CC chains out of Shen and Set and Silas. And then the front line wasn't even there to help back up. They weren't really fighting front to back. They were skewed across the bottom tri-bush, so they couldn't take advantage of their positioning like they wanted to. So I think they just need to group a little bit better. Don't need to pull the trigger as fast and just take it slow, and MBB has a better shot at these team fights.
Set having Black Cleaver is actually, I think, a really good thing because he's just going in and just being able to shred pretty damn well.
Yep, he's giving a lot of space to Slippers to be able to chew people with the Black Cleaver. So I think so. This next fight is probably going to be around this Baron, which has been up for a bit. How does this fight look for both teams? Like, who wants this fight at this point in the game? Do you think it's still like an MBB? Like, they're up in gold, but I mean, obviously they've been looking a little shaky in the last couple fights. Do you think we're still looking for MBB to like take over fights, or do you think it's starting to switch over and EXO wants the fight now?
I actually want the fight from Motivation White.
I think XO wants the fight because Silas can copy any of their major engage or disengage ultimates.
I do want to point out that Silas's items are really far behind though.
Yeah, Silas is way down in gold. I think if Shen plays side lanes right,
like
He's taking a lot of damage. Noe tries to go in. There's the ultimate out coming out from Ornn. Ornn tries to CC lock the team. Noe does fall down.
This is the MBB win for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice top watch.
There. Oh, he flashes out as well. Oh, MBB is doing a lot of damage. There's a root onto everyone. Oh, Popandas is stuck in a hard place. Oh, the Jhin ultimate tries to go out, tries to taunt over the wall, doesn't make it out. Oh, nice pickup. MBB
that's gonna be Baron.
And that's Baron. Yeah, I just like I don't get why Shen is grouped there. Like, you should be pushing and affecting side lanes. And like, just let your Shen push
Are we only answering the Silas and bit?
Yeah, this is what MBB or sorry, this is what EXO needs to do. Like they are taking Bear for free, so you might as well
Flippers
use
just takes this. Well, no. That'd be cool. I'd love it. Little feather.
Javier taking advantage of the little time that he has to just take a little bit of farm, push some objectives.
Yeah, I mean, Javi's on 1 item at 30 minutes.
Javi is just utility at this point. Like he has the Hector GLP. He's either going to take Ornn or the Sejuani ultimate. I don't think he needs to be doing damage. You have the set just like straight through armor, and you have Captain Slivers just doing a ton of damage. As long as he's free hitting, you have enough damage.
The gold difference is back up to 5k.
That was a huge fight, and now we need to look at item breakpoints, because these two ADCs are on par basically with items. But the biggest spot where we have a disparity is in the mid lane. Joe just has a lot of items. He has an extra Leandries, a full item over the Silas right now, and that's gonna be a big deal. Like the Silas needs to be ahead, like Nikolai said. Like he needs to be able to skirmish, stay alive in fights, and like do his shit. Like get multiple rotations off so he can heal multiple times. But Joe being this far ahead and Silas being this far behind is going to pose a big problem. And right now, I actually think EXO should kind of avoid fights, because the Silas is so far behind. You need him probably on 3rd item before you really fight. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to look for it. And if they do, I think it's going to be pretty bad for them. And MBB might be able to take control pretty heavily of this game.
MBB is just going to roll it on down, get that pressure in. There's so much tanks, it's hard for them to flank out. And where are they going to try to flank?
That Nick Mead had to burn stopwatch and flash there, so if they take another fight within the next minute or so, or minute or like 3 minutes, if it goes exactly the same way, Nick Mead is dead.
Silas is currently holding the Ornn ultimate. Looks like they are looking for a fight, or maybe they're just pushing them off the wave.
If they open up the wave ult, I mean, I think that's their best advantage with like a couple of creeps in there.
King Flamebank truly has no fear, just walking into the entire team of 5. Oh, look at her dragon here.
Could be me, but Shen really shouldn't be here.
No, Shen should not be here. Like that's what I'm trying to say is like if they're playing this right, like Shen should not be here. Shen should be in top lane drawing attention.
Yeah,
because like both side lanes are being pushed.
That's not
really pushed out.
Anything off of it? No. Oh, they're gonna walk in. The Ornn. Wait, look at the Ornn's positioning. He can get a really big Ornn horn, maybe.
Oh, they do.
The dragon goes over.
Yeah, walk it out.
I mean, just walk away. Right?
Gets pulled in. I think EXO just needs to beat here. Ornn ultimate goes out. The first King Swimbank. There's a nice Shen ultimate on, saves out the set ults in, gets into the backline, Ryan's done. Panda gets in as well, but Captain Slippers isn't there to hit them. Captain OG is zoning off the AD carry. Panda is trying to get away from the
knock-up. Nice knock-up on Zaya there from OG.
Oh, that Sejuani ultimate still the entire fight. Noe Lopez gets caught out. Captain Slippers tries to kite back. The entire team is falling down for this. Oh, no, Panda chomps out. Can he make it? Cena Media tries to get slow off. Captain OG tries to get slows as well. Oh, there's a Captain. Oh, there's a hook. Oh, Panda, that's an ace. Oh no, Captain Javier actually got away.
That's gonna be 8k difference now. King Swainbane looked like he's the one who wanted to initiate
that. They may be looking to end here. I don't think they can.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that MBB did a really good job wearing down that set without overcommitting.
Right.
And when they really went in, set had no health to work with.
And some really unsung heroes. Riot Captain OG like dominated the backside. He got 2 consecutive knockups on Zaya. Actually 3 because the ult knocked him up too. 3 consecutive knockups on Zaya and just honestly just like took him out of the fight by himself and ran them down. Yeah, I mean just really solid play.
I'm really curious as to why EXO took that fight. Like they did not have to. They got the dragon, which is what they wanted, and they could have walked away.
Well,
with
statistically
David, which they
speaking,
won.
if you add up kills and deaths together to find the bloodiest team in the league, it's right here staring at you in the face. EXO is by far the bloodiest team in the league. There is never a fight that they don't like. And you know,
Is it really?
Yeah,
At this
they're
point?
by far the bloodiest team in the league. By when you add kills and deaths together. And yeah, like, or at least
you're
like in
right.
terms of like regular season, yeah. And so like yeah, I mean,
look at my,
like I would agree with you in the sense that I'm like, I don't know, like this team just likes to fight a lot, and
Yeah.
it sometimes backfires on them like this. Like MBB's comp is pretty front to back, you know, like gigantic front line. You can't just
Wait, did
fight
they just
randomly.
ult?
Oh no, no.
That has to be a mistake.
Oh no. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's never been a fight that they don't like, and they're taking fights into a front-to-back team that really likes you to just like be beating on their tanks, like Xayah was beating on Ornn, and they would front-to-back you with the Jhin Orianna. Like that's what they want. I mean, they might have scouted and taken their tendencies into account and built their comp like this.
GSX is a little bit caught out, but she's just not taking damage from this tank set. They're just walking it on out. There's a Sejuani to pull him back in. King Slimbang actually gets true damage out. There's the ult.
There's the ult.
Ornn ult coming out. There's a counter. Silas ult coming out as well. As it's taking down Captain Javier. Captain Slipper is getting low from Captain OG. I don't think he can auto attack him with that. There's a snipe coming out from Jhin, taking out Captain Slipper. Baron and Tempo Panda taking his best attempt to try to walk it out. Doesn't get there.
That's probably game.
That should be game.
All right, OG scored like the most beautiful Arnold I've ever seen.
I wasn't sure which one was which.
No, he definitely hit their entire team with this.
I mean, that's
Oh, that's not where I definitely think.
A good game one from MBB.
While this is recent, Brian, do I have to ban this guy that says Houston sucked?
It's just.
Elena's on point, dude. Hey, you're the best broadcaster.
Imagine getting carried by your sub. But yeah, once again, above and beyond.
I mean, that's a good sign for MBB though, right? Like they closed out a game that they had a lead in. They didn't really throw it that hard. It was closer, but like I think that was more due to comps than anything else.
Can Captain OG suffer me my next series?
Wait.
It'll be interesting because like I think EXO could have won that game if they used their Shen properly.
Yeah, I mean, like if they were to pull the Ornn around the map, or you
Yeah.
know, somebody around the map, then they would have always had the number advantage.
Yeah,
Because they could clearly handle some of the team fights, but
right.
one of the with Shen, you can afford. You can maybe get one of those tanks out of there.
Yeah, I don't get why they weren't running
Like a split Shen.
MVP around the map. Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. Like
Or
use your
not split Shen, just Shen.
right, just Shen. Like that's what Shen is built for. Shen is not built to sit in the middle of a team fight and camp somebody. Like how do you you can't even effectively use your ult as Shen in a team fight. Like if you're sitting there in the middle of it, like I feel that. I like that you have Canadians.
Dallas Canadians team.
Washu.
High school.
Oh. Scotland. Hell yeah.
Hey, there's me under Los Angeles.
All right, I'll still be around. Or is cooking. So I'll be muted.
Is that why you're sizzling, or are you just hot?
Both.
All right. Should I fire up Okami or Yakuza?
How many viewers did you get yesterday?
Heck yeah.
And it immediately dropped to 48. Yeah.
Dang, we hit 50 viewers and just instantly dropped down to 48. You assholes.
Gotta play cool. Gotta play cool.
What do we want to see EXO change in the next game?
I think they had the right idea.
I mean, that game really could have gone their way if they didn't take some pretty unfavorable fights. Like their comp, I mean, you guys are right. Like the Jin couldn't kill the Beefy Boys eventually, until they got picked off a bunch, and then like Oriana was able to output damage, and OG Rigger was able to 1v5 the backline. I don't know. Like I thought their comp was like honestly pretty solid. I think the Silas probably should go, but everything else, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Shen pick. I don't think they played it well, but I don't know. I honestly thought they were gonna put the set top because he's been playing so much of it. But
I think the Shen pick's right. It's just you have to run people around the map. You can't just.
By the way, Elena sent me the overlay before before side select was even in, and the overlay already had MBB on red side and X on blue side.
The predict.
Elena's the real MVP. Let's be honest.
I mean, in the lane phase for sure. Do you see those hooks? Like literally a level 2 burned flash, then hook after hook after hook. How many times did you say Elena hits the hook? Elena has a really nice hook. You said that over and over and over at the start of the game, and you know, like it really paid off, I guess. But yeah, I mean, don't want to distract from Captain OG in the late game.
Elena definitely set the tone for early game, but OG like basically controlled all these team fights later on. No sips in Tover.
I think that was more. I'm trying to decide, but I feel like that was more XO throwing than MBB winning.
I mean, MVP throws also. Like, EXO was back in the game in the middle because MVP a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think EXO.
But that gave them the way in, and they probably could have won off of that.
Yeah, I think EXO threw. Like, I think EXO lost that game more than MBB won that game. Like, early game MBB was ahead, and like, but that's pretty standard for them. But I think like EXO.
I mean, I don't know. I'd say like they took fights that are not the most favorable fights, sure. But then like people really stepped up to make it work. Like if Captain OG doesn't go nuts in like those team fights, like they still lose. Like, and, like Slippers has a ton of strength, can step up into fights, but he couldn't step up because Orin was literally like slapping him in the face over and over, and they couldn't deal with him. So I don't know. I think players played well on the MBB side in the late game team fights, and like Nick Mead was able to live, and Slippers wasn't, and like, you know, I think that was a big decider. So like, sure, people made misplays, but that's like every game, and like MBB like EXO took advantage, like Will said, of a lot of MBB misplays to come back in the game. But MBB took harder advantage of EXO's misplays later when they had more control, and just flipped it on its head and ended. So it was definitely a back and forth game. So. All right, spectators ready? Are you ready, Dan? Are you in this?
Of course I'm not in this.
Leia, drop the spectator so we can invite Dan. Dan, you need to drop down now.
It's laggy for me.
Oh, is it?
There we go.
All right, pro draft for game 2.
Dan, I respect it. You don't even have your brother in a separate tab. It's just League.
Oh, that's because with everything resetting in the preseason, I lost all my tabs, and I don't know how to get them back.
your own flesh and blood.
He was in the El Salvador tab actually.
I think that makes it better.
First ban, is that Hacker? Okay, that was lagging for me. That was weird. Hackerim, pulled left. We have the last pick ban pulled up.
Oh, looks like Dan's stream isn't streaming Big Band.
That's not. I'm on the spectator bit.
Yeah, they put the spectator. Do I have to do everything for you, Colin?
No. They still tossing jungle bands out the door everywhere.
Yep.
Dude, Colin lives on his high horse in his ivory tower.
I'm sorry.
Peasant, please.
Ban
Change the channel for me. I must see this pick ban so I can judge.
I was reading text. I'm sorry. I looked up and I'm sorry.
King's
Oh,
taking
alright.
away the Kane from C9 Mediotes.
Yeah, it's a big first pick. It's a really contested pick between both teams.
Oh man. Dude, Kane, King Swing Bang, I love it.
Okay, but think about what this gives up though. It gives up Caitlyn Morgana if they want it.
Mm-hmm. And they would definitely take it.
Fucking Caitlyn Morgana is so good.
Oh, here we are.
There's the cannon.
Well, okay, here comes the Morgana.
Honestly, as a Kayn jungler, cut him down is to pick a really aggressive jungler like Graves, Kha'Zix. Just invade them 24/7.
All right, you know the bot lane. You know what it does.
Wait, I don't understand what goes on.
Dude, they just shit on him. Doesn't matter what they pick now. Like, it legitimately does not matter what they pick. This Caitlyn Morgana is like probably the strongest bot lane right now.
Yeah, disagree. I think.
Really? Who's better?
Hard disagree. Lux Morgana, or not Lux Morgana. Lux Caitlyn better. Lux Caitlyn is just stronger in lane, I think, in like almost every scenario. I think Caitlyn Morgana is really strong in lane, but like later in the game, that's where they really shine. In the lane phase, Caitlyn Lux might be one of the strongest lanes in the game. That doesn't really lose anybody. So I think Caitlyn Lux is better. Also, like Caitlyn Morgana can struggle against certain enchanted lanes too.
Brahmi boy.
Picking up the Shen again. They weren't really picking up. Utilizing Shen to the fullest capacity, so trying to pick up for Milwaukee Bucks.
Maybe they're just gonna tell him to go Poe Panda. Go to your lane. Go to your lane, brother.
People could use a book from Chill Wang's Split Push 101.
Who's Chill Wang again?
Former ADC,
Holy
retired
shit.
ADC Chill Wang.
Like, come on, guys. The goal of the game is to kill the Nexus, not the enemy team.
Gangplank. Taken away from OG. The big fist. So, Kayn 1v9. I hope it happens. I hope we get to a best of 3. Oh, like 3 games, excuse me.
Xayah band, they don't want Captain Slippers on anything comfortable.
Wow, gameplay ban.
Put him on. Get that Tristana out here.
I mean,
Do
I
it.
would love to see an Ashe here.
If we go to bottom.
What would you pair Ashe with?
I mean, the Brahm's already up.
Oh yeah, duh. Wait. Did they pick Braum into Caitlyn Morgana? Are they tripping? I didn't even think. I wasn't looking at pick ban. What?
Just a little bit.
They're tripping. Braum is so bad into Caitlyn. Okay. I mean, she's okay into Caitlyn, I guess. Not very good in Morgana. Wow, is this a THD draft, boys? Hey, where's Adam? Adam's gotta be here. Is this a THD draft? Oh, he's not here. Alright, Dan, this is a THD draft. With the Scion, they're cosplaying. Well, what would make this really a THD draft in the mid lane, Dan? I don't know, or like fucking Corki or something?
Yeah, I was about to say Corki. Kaisa.
Do you know how nuts Corki would be in this comp though? The ultimate front to back, dude.
Oh man, this game's gonna go into midnight.
Ooh, Kindred. Is that the Kindred mid? No.
Oh,
No.
they can't do that.
He's bringing it back. Oh, okay, yeah, he's just trolling.
Zillion.
Thank God.
Ooh,
This is a look I have never seen from EXO though. The slippers on Kaisa with the Shen Zillion to just I mean, that's actually Shen Zillion is really strong for Kayn too. This is interesting. Putting all your eggs into the double carry combo of King Swing Bang and Slippers, and honestly, it might work out. Like, those two have been their best players this season for sure, or at least their most impactful players. Syndra. I don't know if I've ever seen Joe play Syndra. This will be an interesting one for sure.
It's gonna help out so much.
I actually, personally, I think I hate Syndra in this comp. So Syndra is really good in the comps that have to run into you and stuff like that, you know. But Kayn will run around you, and Kaisa will run and dash behind you, yeah. And it's kind of hard for Syndra to stop that stuff from happening. She's really good at like playing against set and stuff like that. People that have to run near you to do their stuff, and you just keep pushing them away and peeling for your backline, and dunking people that come into melee range or you try to come into melee range. But you can't really do that to this XO comp. So Syndra is kind of a random pick for me. Also, Syndra's not good at Zillion. You can just R your ult every time, right? So I'm curious why the Syndra pick. There are other things up on the table, right? I don't know.
Are people just adopting Zillion now since I made it fashion?
Wired was the first one, right? I think he was. No?
Probably.
Literally in like, wasn't
I'm
it
just
in
messing
like
around.
the first game? I think.
Yep, Jack Limestone called it out. Wired.
Hopped in the client view.
I'm gonna light you up.
Whew. It's been a long day with a lot of games. And these two, I mean, the first one didn't even go to 3, so.
Fairly exhausting.
My stomach is in so much pain, dude. I feel like I'm simultaneously bloated and hungry. What do I do? Someone ordered me some Postmates. Dan.
Did
When
you
I said
ask Dan to order you Postmates?
Dan, I actually don't want you to order me Postmates. I want you to get your intern to order me Postmates. I mean, everybody's ready. Let's get it.
He's still in chat.
I see the intern has responded to me very favorably. Thank you. You know, I'm really feeling. How am I feeling? I'm feeling like some Filipino food. You know what I'm saying?
Chicken
Give me-
adobo.
Yeah, give me some. Nah. Pork sisig. Give me some pork sisig up in this. Pork sisig is where it's at. I'll take some longanisa with it. Chop chop. Chop chop, intern.
Beat it out of you.
Well, no, just bad.
Jesus, man. That's like a at least a week's salary right there gone.
Fucking dock that pay.
Oh, does Postmates have a sign-up bonus for if you refer friends?
Yes.
Does someone want to refer me? Because I don't use it and never will.
It's also like you also get like $50 free. for
Holy
delivery.
shit.
Does someone want to refer me and you can have my $50 free?
Well, you know,
Come back strong.
you could have a hard bargain.
Because I'm not going to live in an area that has Postmates. It's only in LA, right?
No.
What? Postmates isn't just in LA. No way.
I'm in Wisconsin, so whatever.
Yes, it is.
Do you want to use my code?
Where in
I use
Wisconsin are you?
Postmates.
Yeah, wait, fuck you, Teddy. No, use my code. Holy shit.
Alright, God. Don't hear.
Wait, okay, no, how about
Positive atmosphere.
Bro, he can use your Uber Eats code. I'll take his Postmates code. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we got a deal.
Well, the order Uber Eats today. Then.
Wait, who's getting DoorDash? Wait, Colin, you like DoorDash, don't you? Alright, see, I think that is it.
Yeah, there's no Postmates available near me.
Really? Where in Wisconsin are you?
Madison.
Huh.
We have a local food delivery service.
Oh, really?
My fiance.
Is it called Epic Systems Delivery?
Pretty much. We actually made our own delivery system for our lunches and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
My fiance's family. A lot of my fiance's family is from Wisconsin.
Oh, Milwaukee area.
Milwaukee, Madison, yeah.
Alright, Madison is 10 times better than Milwaukee. Don't fucking at me.
Okay.
No, actually, sorry, take that back. Not 10 times, 50 times.
Scott is also from Milwaukee.
Alright, well, Scott, I'm happy. I mean, I like Wisconsin, but you're from the wrong city in Wisconsin.
I don't know if
That
he's
is
from
all.
Milwaukee. I meant Wisconsin. Like, he's definitely from Wisconsin.
Alright, well, Madison's where it's at. I mean,
yeah, well,
if you ignore the fact that it's in the middle of nowhere and you might shoot yourself out of boredom, it's pretty cool.
Considered that many times. Many times.
But, I mean, it's a really pretty city. I think it has the
Yeah.
highest amount of basketball hoops per capita in the US or something, too.
I really enjoyed my visit there. It was beautiful. I backed around on one of the things while I was there visiting Trek, and it was just so nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice, brother.
I'm just saying, old-fashioned cheese curds, you never get tired of them. It's impossible. Literally impossible.
Your town was 1,300. It's smaller than my high school. My high school was 2,000.
La Crosse, Wisconsin. Have you ever been to the Beer and Brat Festival in Madison, Scott? Because I'm sure both Will and I have. It's overrated. But you do drink a lot of beer and eat some brats.
Yeah, wait, it's line waiting simulator.
I remember Summerfest.
Wisconsin has 3 cities and the top 10 drunkest cities in the U.S.
So are we getting silver scrapes here? What do we think?
This comp is interesting, and like I said before, I don't like the Syndra pick. I think the Syndra pick is actually terrible to every single character on this team. So Syndra pick is really troll, I think. But the Caitlyn Morgana pick, that lane should dominate Kai'Sa Braum. Kai'Sa Braum shouldn't be able to play into that. Sion's okay into Shen, I guess. Sejuani probably, honestly, okay into Kayn. I don't think Kayn can really kill her. But the later this game goes, it'll be really interesting. I think it's execution because, like, I mean, the Caitlyn's going to do a lot of damage behind this gigantic front line. But I mean, there's a lot of ways to mitigate that damage, and I think Kai'Sa with the Zillion Kayn, I don't know, I actually really like the EXO comp. Pretty strong. Maybe I would have had a different opinion if this Syndra wasn't a Syndra and was like a pure backliner. In a world where it was like an AP Kog'Maw or like something along those lines, because Zillion can't really punish that anyway. I think I might feel better about this comp. Ginny asked, what would I pick here instead? I mean, with my pool, like, you kind of know what I pick. I don't know, pick fucking Corki or Kog'Maw or something, just go full front to back. Just run them over with damage. Like, they can't really out damage me if I do that. It's all Kai'Sa with a Zillion on it, but that's not enough. And I think, like, I would have enough PO with Morgana, Sion, and Sejuani to be able to play it.
I'm interested to see if they're gonna go blue cane or red cane here. I think red cane's better because it gives you a better chance of killing the tanks. But blue cane, if you again just kill all the people in the backline, they don't really have damage.
On the game.
Ooh, looks
Go,
like it's
go,
red
go.
king.
From everything we know about King Swagme, it must be killing him inside to be like, I'm gonna play red king and not dive into people one shot them. Dive into people in 50% them. Oh, cold start on Caitlyn. Really confident that Caitlyn can't get punished by Kaisa Braum. I mean, it makes sense. Caitlyn Morgana pretty much can't get punished by it. Oh.
We're gonna be lagging a little bit. I think Dan's computer is taking a break right now.
Awkward. Can I? I'll do it in the meantime. Here, you can watch mine in the meantime.
I think it's better if you don't Discord stream. It's affecting Twitch stream a lot. Wait, hang on.
I just alt tab. That's probably why.
Oh yeah. That's better. Emotes in the mid lane. You see these people got their pedals and gave it to certain people.
Nobody has the
Simulator.
Nobody has the TFT master emote. Disgusting.
You can really see how confident Joe is in this lane, just walking up and getting the free harass onto Zillion.
Doesn't even give a fuck. Good on him.
That's an interesting reward also. Just a little bit past the bush to see if anyone's coming in.
Due to Kane's start on the top side, the Kaisa Braum actually got in the lane earlier. The Caitlyn Morgana was able to get an early shove, negating like the possibility of a level 2 Caitlyn Morgana with trap net and everything, or not trap net, trap snare and everything. So
yeah,
nice combo.
Kane can start either of the small camps, either Wolves or Rapids.
Yeah, and I think that's leash. Oh no!
Goodbye.
He has a trap. This is gonna hurt. Oh no! That's first blood, surely.
Oh, Tez got the counter kill. Chase
he
next
won't.
is out. Noe Lopez can't do much here.
Oh, the snare and the
Finally,
trap.
there's a trap on the bush as well.
Not gonna get him, but I mean, disastrous. And it's kind of a rerun of game 1 where Elena just took control of the lane at level 2, except this time, unlike the first game where Slippers was able to flash out of the initial like aggression, Elena just steps up on the wave, puts the Q out, and boom, it's over.
Okay.
And
in the W feels good.
Something like pretty, honestly, kind of mind-blowing is like Elena had a, by her standards, which were pretty lofty after winning a championship as probably, you know, like their best overall player, especially in the playoffs. Like Elena has lofty standards, but even in a down season in BTL, she still was voted the top support in the league, and I mean is arguably the top support in the league. And like this game is kind of showing that off, and last game too. So I don't know. Do you think like in the last season of BTL, like their team did well in the regular season, but then the, you know, and I think Cincy played super well in the regular season last time too. But then in the playoffs, it was like the entire team stepped up. Elena like transcended everything and started popping the fuck off. And Mayo had a really, really, really good playoff series, like, or just playoffs in general. Do you think MBB can make that kind of upturn this season? Assuming that they, you know, might pull this one out.
It's just a shame that finals got canceled last year.
You
know, we never know. We'll never know who won. Yes, I think MBB can do that.
Yeah, they have a longer road to go, that's for sure.
Yeah, but yes, I think MBB is a very good team.
Oh, and Elena is just taking so much push position, and it's totally safe because she has spell shield and everything. Doesn't need to give a crap, can just run out and throw snares. And this lane control is so punishing. They're gonna build a slow push. And Caitlyn Morgana really wants to build slow pushes and then crash them into tower, taking plates and poking with impunity.
There's a root Curse on Zillion. I think I'm doing Rod of Ages. Is that
Yeah,
standard?
gun rod. Yeah, it's pretty standard. Or at least the catalyst. A lot of Zillions, depends what you do. You can go catalyst and then tier and then rod, or skip the tier. Lots of builds. Yeah, lots of Bjergs and cosplayers up in here. Yep, that's plate number 1. Just grab a slow push, smack in a tower, take plates.
My bad. I forgot to.
I'm distro streaming right now. Dan, I don't think it's affecting the stream right now anyway, so.
Okay.
So no worries.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Wow. Getting out unscathed? No, one goes down. But it took 5 people.
But Cinder's back in lane, so they're not going
Right.
to get anything there.
Yeah, not too bad. And the push, wave was pushed top. That was actually a pretty
Yeah.
5-man.
Yeah.
Brahma ended up getting that kill though.
Yep. That is a little unfortunate. Cinder here with the balls. W in place. And does Cinder have R? It's gonna be a kill. Swing Bang kind of out there by himself with no real vision around his flanks. Cinder just walks right on down. Early lead from MBB.
That's actually a pretty good drag. They have a lot of ults that they want to use often.
We almost got this one down. But the Shen does not have a lot. He probably has.
Has MBB had any like decidedly dominant games this season?
I mean, I think their games against EXO and Deep Dive are pretty, like, especially the Deep Dive game, pretty one-sided games. Yeah, I don't know. The MVP signature is having a really strong early game where they can build leads for themselves, especially through bot, and then kind of like having mid-game lulls and late-game like missteps. You know, and you kind of honestly saw it last game too, where they had a big lead, 4-0 at like 4-0 Jin at like 6 minutes 30 seconds, but it took a long time for them to close. I think the thing is that they just need to make sure they can close consistently.
Minos king up top, his Popan taking on the side, ultimate Q finishes him off.
That was really smooth. I really like those kind of ganks.
That was, yeah, just very well executed.
I'm watching this.
We see Kane.
But we can drag it. There's a plant here to charge. The plant.
Still trying to go in. King Swim Bang coming and there's a flash to Shen ultimate. I don't know if we're gonna get much. Hoping a little bit overstepping. Sees the teleport from Sion. Oh, there's the good headshot.
Kaisa has to take that shot, unfortunately.
Brahma would have blocked it.
That's one.
Trade here.
Elena will go down, but at what cost?
Elena doesn't even go down.
She goes
out.
out. The knockup.
Nick Mead does the Q, kills off Captain Slippers. Nick Mead trying to get off his double here. Oh, the Pokemon is taking damage. Oh,
the
double
stun.
kill. And, oh, Avatar is here trying to pick up the Zillion.
Nice job. Nice peel. Honestly, really impressive.
Wait, is that fake top or no?
This gold date is getting out of hand at 11 minutes. It's pretty astronomical.
Yeah, a good 4K up.
Another bad feeling is when you're a champion that needs to build man immune, and then you're up against an 80 carry that can just go straight IE. You just can't trade.
Thanks for the advice, retired ABC Will.
Yep.
I have a stopwatch.
Pope Panda's Shen has been a little lackluster, especially for being double picked in my opinion.
He's been playing, I wouldn't say it's been, trying to get off the king off mid. Syndra doesn't save their E, doesn't even have it up there. Tries to get stun, misses it. C9 Meteos tries to get some damage. There's a binding, nice Zillion all coming off from Captain Javier onto the Kane. Kane just gets it out. Oh, they're looking for something to turn. Braum takes the snare. I don't think they have enough damage for this.
You were saying?
Yeah, so I think Pope Panda's been playing Shen very team focused, and that's what you get with comms. He's definitely not playing the split push role. Oh, Kane gets caught out again. There's the Morgana ultimate out, stun. But he's obviously playing towards his team, and when they really just need a split pusher.
That's a free dragon for them as well. There's no way to contest.
Yeah, as Brian said, this is starting to get out of hand. Like,
It's Ocean.
Ocean with the Scion, Sejuani is gonna be hecking nutty.
I mean, thank God it's not Mountain. If this was Mountain on Scion Sejuani, oh man, call it.
I think
Add Misso 9.
Oh, King Simon, you cannot take this. You missed your W. There's a Q, but you just don't do damage to him. Scion can probably take this 2v1 easily. I don't know why you're walking away.
It's so slow. King Swangbang wants that fight, and Pope Panda's like, "What do you want me to do, dog? I got nothing more to give you."
I don't think King Swangbang is just very comfortable on Kane, because it looks like he's building Tiamat after his jungle item, when you really want that for jungle clears early on. And yeah, as Scott pointed out, that is a typically blue Kane build.
So I'm gonna head mid.
Red Kane is typically your jungle item into Black Cleaver into Death Dance, and then you become unkillable.
Yeah, Omer can stay top.
So are we gonna see blue Kane here?
It'd be weird. I wouldn't go Conquer on blue Kane because you're not stacking it up ever. You run it with E, Q, W, alt, get out maybe auto once, and then you have like 10 stacks.
Just take the dragon. Just take the dragon. We have to work with one here.
Nice. Got that stop.
Okay, I'm coming to the Kaisa.
Ooh, Sion's fucking health bar is looking real tiny. Real
Yep,
tiny.
Sion's just doing Sion things now. It's about 15 minutes. Typically, I'm having a good game as Kane if I have my transformation by 13. I'm having a really bad game if I don't have my transformation by 16 minutes. Oh, he's just running into Sejuani here. Sejuani's just going to 1v1 him. Actually, he dodges the W, but it's not enough. Dodges the Syndra ult. There's the Zillion ultimate as well, bringing him alive. And they zone him out with Zillion bombs. Does get rooted by the trap, gets out, flashes out, takes the last cone. Kai'Sa's in the middle of the fight though. Oh, Xena Medios takes out Kai'Sa. Xena Medios is getting a little bit low, but I don't think he's going to die from this. He's a little bit too tanky. King Swing Bang tries to go back in. I don't get anything. There's the flash auto from Nick Mead picking up the kill on King Swing Bang. Looks like they're going to use this attempt to pick up the Rift Herald here. That was a really well thought out fight from Milwaukee Bucks, catching out the Kane, trying to do a little bit of harass, and Nance on the wrong side. Rom here might die to this Syndra. She doesn't have mana.
Wait, I can just fight him actually. He's stunned. He's stunned again. Maybe Baron. Baron.
Shen's going for the Sunfire King build, realizing.
Yeah, we have good
Oh,
ones.
there he goes. Finishes up the Sunfires, has more treads. He's good to go in lane.
I'm gonna stay on this side.
The entire team of Milwaukee Bucks baby has bounties. That's a little crazy. Kill anyone, get a little bit further ahead, but kind of explains it because of the Wolf disparity. Roy Lopez tries to get out the boards. Testing vision for Dragon here. That's Ocean Drag. An executive order isn't very well set up for this. Shen is going top. Kane's still in mid lane as the Dragon's spawning. Dragon's already at half health. There's the Herald being spawned mid as well. They need to get rid of this Herald before it charges the mid tower. Giving up the third Dragon. They're already at this whole point now. Oh, Chiasnack's looking for an aggressive binding here. Runs under tower. Gets the binding up onto the Red King. Oh, Red King gets stunned. Gets Sejuani ulted. Sniped with the Sejuani ult. Oh, there. Noe Lopez coming to save. Had the slippers. Noe Lopez might die for this. Oh, there's the ultimate. Beautiful line up there, but flashes away. Actually gets away there. I feel like Sion could have just ran under tower. He has a ton of armor. He has a lot of health. He has a passive.
Yeah,
Oh,
MVP
nice.
has so many ways to engage from pretty far away, or like pick from far away and just turn it into like a firing squad.
There's OG. There's Captain OG just taking tower. Zoe doesn't look like he has enough AP to pull through the wave yet. Caitlin's already picking up her second item while Kai'Sa's only finished her first.
I'm already backing. Wait, Zillion's not here. Zillion's not here.
Oh, nice dodge from Kingsway Bang trying to go into Elena. There's the ultimate out from Kingsway Bang. Ultimate from Kane to avoid it. Doesn't get stunned. Gets the heal off, but he can't really fight these two. Oh, he gets the ultimate from both Caitlyn and Syndra, but Caitlyn picks up the kill. Oh, looks like they're going to Baron attempt. GSX tries to get off the bind and gets it off onto Zillion. Shen's kind of doing what he needs to do. He's on the opposite side of the map, but Sion's just overpowering. Sion's pushing this tier 2 tower. Shen can't do anything about it, and if Shen goes in, or tries to shield in, Sion will just stop it with an ultimate or a Q. Sion's a little bit unstoppable here. There's engaged onto mid lane. Captain Slippers gets engaged on, but there's the Zillion ultimate. Zillion ultimate runs out, but Shen ults back in. Kane is matched with Zion in the bot lane now. Captain Slippers is super low. They need to back. They can't take this fight.
And pop. So at this point, who dies the next time for MVP? Who's death number 2?
It's so hard to say.
Maybe Syndra?
If
they can get,
yeah,
if they can get to her.
Kingsway Bang trying to fight this giant Sion here. Is that a full heal? That's a full heal. Does get collapsed on by GSX. GSX flash shields herself. Oh, Kingsway Bang getting caught out by the entire team of Milwaukee Bucks, baby. Oh, they're gonna pressure this tower. That's only Kane dead though. They have a 4v5. Oh, Zillion doesn't get the clear on the minions. Is that dragon coming up within a minute? Hope Panda actually goes over the wall, tries to take care of these pink wards. Oh, Kaiser tries to stop the back. Hope Panda's on the wrong side of the wall. Does have dash up. Noe Lopez gets off a Q onto GSX. GSX just walks it off, knows that Captain OG and C9 Mediator are right behind her. Captain OG trying to zone off, gets a ward onto the tri-bush. Looks like they're setting for soul point. They really need to stop the soul point, otherwise Sion just becomes unkillable. Sion and Sejuani both. Oh, GSX is zoning off of that bush. There's a binding being landed. They don't want the risk of steal. They just want this fight. Captain OG runs in, charges up the Q. Does get black shielded though. Q gets canceled. Oh, Kaisa is trying to do as much damage as possible. There's a flank coming out from Kane. Kane's trying to do a backline, but Nick Mead kills off the Kane. Lopez goes down as well. There's a stun onto Pope Panda. Captain Javier is trying to save off Captain Slippers. Gets ult off. Captain Slippers running for his life. Captain Javier has to going back to clear the wave. Looks like this is an Ocean Soul for Team Milwaukee Bucks, baby. Captain Slippers desperately trying to avoid stuff. He just runs into GSX, gets the binding landed on. There's the Caitlyn Q, followed up by Captain OG. Sion. The entire team of Milwaukee Bucks baby has bounties now. Sion has 3 cloth armors on top of ninja tabbies and of Sunfire Keep. Sejuani has a bramble vest building into a thorn mail on top of her warmogs. This is going to be a tough team.
Yeah.
Cheer through.
1 to 18 kill score. This is an uphill climb to say the least.
They see them on the Baron. They have Ocean Soul. Milwaukee Bucks baby really wants to force this fight out. Kingsway Bane just taking his blue buff, hoping no one else will take it. There's a nice stun onto Sejuani, but barely chunks her. Kingsway Bane looking for an engage here. He actually gets the stun off onto Caitlyn, dodges with his ultimate, damage off. Caitlyn trying to get out as much as he can, forces the flash out. Sion ults in. Sion's pretty much on the back lines. Kingsway Bane still living, does go down to a Syndra W. Syndra gets the stun off onto Shen. Oh, C9 Meteos tries to run off the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa gets stunned. Kai'Sa's doing her best to do damage from behind. Noe Lopez goes down. Javier stunned as well. There's the ultimate from Syndra killing off Javier. Captain Slippers is playing his heart out right now, but he just can't find the damage to chew through this front line that's just taunting him and getting into his face.
We saw the benefit of having that soul. The Nick Mead totally taking all of his damage down to about a fifth of his health, able to escape, come back in with almost full health on the backside, no fear of dying. Soul Baron. Do they even wait for Elder at this point? They're so strong.
I guess some of them are backing. I don't like that you have half the team backing and half the team splitting. I'd much prefer if you all get your back timers and then you push out the waves at the same time. It syncs up your waves. It prevents any awkward backs. Like if Ryan decides to back here, then you have to wait for Sion to get back, and you're just wasting so much time with Baron. Yep, like this is the Sion back that I do not like when you have your entire team. You have Milwaukee Bucks maybe has Baron. I don't know why they're taking their jungle camps. They're waiting for Sejuani, but that's because Sejuani didn't back at the same time the rest of the team did. Just a little bit of a tighter macro play that I like to see. Looks like they're going for a 1-3-1. Sejuani is probably going to be following up in the middle lane. Caitlyn pretty much soloing this Kayn while he was still in the wall. Yep, this is a 1-3-1. Syndra's actually rotating back mid. Looks like it's going to be a 4-1. Sion just holding the lane up top with Baron buff. Chia Stacks getting down vision.
3 cloth armor.
Oh, there's Baron buff. There's a Nick Mead slowing down Noe Lopez. Zillion's bombs can't clear Baron minions just yet. Kingsway gets off a nice stun onto Chia Stacks. Ends up on the wrong side of the wall with his E. Oh, there's a Shen ultimate. Kai'Sa goes in onto the Nick Mead. Oh, but Nick Mead actually kills off the Kai'Sa before he can get to her. There's Poe Panda stuck in the middle. 4 people. Noe Lopez goes in, tries to block the damage as possible. There's the stun onto him. There's a 5-man stun from Kayn, but he has to get the Zillion ulted. Zillion tries to go in onto the Caitlyn. Oh, there's the ultimate onto the Caitlyn. Miss Sejuani ult, tries to go in back in, but Caitlyn's just healing all this up with the Ocean Soul. Kicks off the plants, trying to get more healing done. Oh, C9 Media going brave here, going over, tanking tower, running down Noe Lopez. Gets his black shield, doesn't get stunned from the passive. All while Captain Fuji is just taking down top lane. C9 Meteos does not give anything up, just taking that turret, knowing he's going to heal from Ocean Soul, knowing he's going to heal from his Warmogs.
And they're going to stamp their ticket.
To round 2?
Yep. And it looks like Exo season is coming to an end unless Slippers can make something happen. He gets stunned and ulted. There's not much left. Oh, Shen trying to do last ditch to save the season.
Javier getting some nice stuns off.
It's too little too late. MBB rolls them 30-1 kill score. Look at the dirty feeder Elena on Milwaukee Bucks with the 1 kill to ruin the perfect game. Would that have been a perfect game?
Yes.
Look, no dragons, no towers. Wow, that was really close to a perfect game. Pretty spectacular.
GG.
Yeah,
Elena
GG.
is not the MVP of the series.
Yeah. She ruined the perfect game.
How dare she? Yeah, honestly, I fell asleep to that second half of the game. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Or I did, at least.
But did I snore or some shit? I don't know.
No. I mean, you were just quiet.
Yeah, I literally fell asleep. I was like, all right, GG. My log client also just crashed. So you know what? I think it's time to call that one a day 2. I'm just gonna put us on the break screen, but thank you for everybody who's watched us through this marathon of 2 best of 3s. We didn't even go to 3, so that was a quick day, strangely enough.
That was the fast version of it.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you, obviously, for the teams that are playing, and goodbye. Goodbye, PO and EXO.
Tune in next week for the next games.
GG's.
We don't have an outro.
Yeah, we need an outro. But